What's up, Battlefield Play for Free? This is ProfessorSnipe, and welcome back to another episode of the gun reviews on Battlefield Play for Free. Today we're going to be doing something very cool, and this is a really great gameplay. I really enjoyed playing this round, and this is one of my favorite guns, and this is the UMP45. So I want to give a shout out to Mike, because he was looking to see if he should buy the UMP45. He told me he had an MP5, but he wanted to see if he should get the UMP45 as well. Well, Mike, thanks for the request, and here's your video. But before I start off, I also want to give a shout out to SteveNichols. I hope I properly pronounced your name, and I know that you're a friend of mine and you play with me a lot, quite a bit of times, and so yeah, I just want to give you a shout out as well because you asked for it. So the UMP45, like I said, is one of my favorite guns for Battlefield Play for Free. It's very well rounded, so overall it's really good, and it looks very sexy and it performs well. Although it's not the greatest, it's really interesting that Mike wanted to see the difference between the UMP and the MP5, because I would actually compare myself both these guns because they're pretty similar. First of all, the UMP is a German submachine gun. So UMP stands for, and I excuse my German because I don't speak German, but I'm gonna give this a try and I'm gonna put the name on the screen. So UMP stands for Universal Maschinenpistole in German. So I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I would pronounce it. And the 45 is the .45 rounds used in the gun. So manufactured by Heckler & Koch, it's a very recurring manufacturer in Play for Free. The UMP45 is unlocked at level 6, which is a low level. However, don't judge the UMP by its level to unlock. It's a really good gun. It has the exact rate of fire of the MP5 with 600 rounds per minute, 4 magazines and 24 bullets in each magazine with a total of 96 rounds, so that's exactly like the MP5. However, the UMP has a reload time of 3 seconds, which is 1.8 seconds faster than the MP5's reload time. The projectile velocity is in the average, but it can be augmented with good attachments if you want to use some of those. And so it feels like sometimes when you take a shot with this gun and you aim it at somebody and you pull the trigger, it feels like it takes a bit more time as the hit marker hits the person. And I believe in this gameplay, there was quite some lag. I don't know if it's this gameplay or was another UMP gameplay I recorded, but it felt like every time I killed the enemy, like after some time, the banner thing would appear that I killed the enemy, but it was just the game's lag, but not the gun's lag. So now the ideal way to use the UMP is at close to medium range, because at close to medium range, the UMP can actually outgun the MP5 because it hits 23 to 25 hit markers, well, the health points, and 17 to 21 at medium range. But at longer range, the MP5 can outgun the UMP, since the UMP will be hitting around 9 to 13 damage at longer ranges. So yes, the UMP45 is very weak at long range, but it's not a turn-off. After all, this is a submachine gun, and this isn't a sniper rifle. So if you're trying to go pretend like you're Professor Snipe using an L96 with this gun, it'll do you no good. This is a submachine gun. Use it just like it was designed, at close range. So for sights, I was using the iron sights in this gun, and the reason I'd say this, I was using it is because they're very nice iron sights. They're very easy to use and they look nice, and it's simple and you'll get used to it very easily. And yeah, and just ignore what I'm just talking to these guys. I was just talking to a bit of guys. I was kind of bored. It was kind of late at night. Actually, I don't remember what time I was playing, but I was kind of bored. But yeah, and that's what I think about the iron sights, that they're pretty good. And you can tell that it's very easy to adjust to if you're using this gun. One little problem you'll encounter with the UMP45 is the horizontal recoil lag you get while laying down the trigger. It feels like you're hitting your shots on target, but in reality it recoils to the left and right after the bullets are shot, making it seem like a delayed recoil. This normally affects you when you're using this gun at longer ranges, so I would try to avoid these engagements at all costs. A good thing with the UMP45 is the unlock price. You unlock this thing at level 6, so you don't need such a high level to use this gun. And you can rent it for, I think, 300 credits, so it's not a bad thing. So it's very, you can get it really easily. And as of right now, this is the only SMG in the engineer class that has a desert camouflage or skin, which is currently equipped in this gameplay. It has no abilities though, other than being a nice beige skin with a skull and a couple of desert scratches and stuff like that. So it won't give you any plus damage or anything. So, and you get it from a supply drop, so if you want to gamble your funds like I did, go ahead, but if you don't want to spend your funds, it's not like it'll do a difference with your gun. So another positive feature is the damage at close range. It's very high and can kill easily. And the rate of fire is not too bad, so you won't be burning through ammo that quickly. And if it happens, you have a very fast reload time. But I recommend getting an assault to help you out with ammo, since you will be burning through it with those attempts at medium to long range engagements. So if you, it's like an instinct for some people to fire at any range. Like for me, sometimes I even like to use the UMP at long range, even though it's very not ideal. But like in this gameplay, you can tell this guy right behind me, I didn't really know him, but and I don't know if he recognized my name, but he was helping me out and laying down some ammo boxes for me, which I thank him for. So my preferred attachments for this gun to use are Viper mags, because it's overall really good with the +4 damage and the +6 bullets. But in this gameplay I was using CQC ammo that's +5 damage, and the reason I was using those types of ammunition is because I wanted to prove that the 24 rounds, it's doable, you can play with it. So that's just one thing. And I would also recommend something like a Predator barrel and a stabilized stock, just to help you out with those harder engagements. For sights, I prefer the standard iron sights. It's just my own opinion. I really like them, but if you want to use sights and you feel like you only perform well with sights, go ahead, do whatever you want, but you'll notice more that recoil lag, especially with the Desert Holographic Scope, which is another scope that you get from the supply drop with the gambling and all of that good stuff. For hip firing, it's pretty decent, but it's not as accurate as the MP5 when it comes to those types of comparisons. Remember, if you're facing long-range recons, you will die. This isn't a sniper rifle. This is a very good definition of SMG. It's a close-range weapon. Use it properly in these scenarios. Sharky, Basra, Karkand, they all work great, even the bigger maps like Oman. But if you can push up the fight in the closer range situations. Except for Dragon Valley and Dalian, they're not the best for this gun because they're very long range friendly. Assaulting medics in assaults is okay. As long as you get the first shots on him at close range and stay on target, you'll kill him with no difficulty. The only problem is that if you're facing an assault and a medic at medium range, it will be your gun's accuracy will decrease as you try to precise your shots. If you take time to precise your shots, your enemy's assault rifle or LMG will kill you. So also watch out for that. A tip for medium range engagements: use the cover and kind of learn your gun's recoil to adjust better and master it. So I'm still not a master at the UMP45, especially that this was one of my first games of the day. Well, because I was actually playing at night, late at night, and I just decided to hop on after I finished my homework. But it's pretty good to master your gun, and that's an example of what, like the banner lag. I don't know what was happening with the server. It felt like I had quite some lag. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is for the UMP45. I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else I should say. I mean, if I had to make a choice between the MP5 and the UMP45, if I had none of these guns, I would pick the UMP, because first of all, I unlock it I unlock it at level 6, and the MP5, I believe you unlock it at level 20 or level 22 or something like that. I really don't know. But all I know is that if I have to stay using that that PP2000 all the way until I get the MP5, I don't think I'll handle it really greatly, and I'll be really mad that I don't have such a good gun. But the UMP45 is really great, especially another reason I would prefer it over the MP5 is because of the reload time. I mean, the MP5, you can kind of realize that it has a reload time of 4.8 seconds, and that's almost to 5 seconds, and it's really long. But with this SMG, you can reload really much faster, and it's much better as an SMG overall. And one more thing is that the UMP45, like I said previously, it outguns the MP5 at close range. So another good example of using this gun like an SMG, just how it is because it deals much greater damage at close range. Plus, it also has the same ammo count and total ammunition and rounds per mag and all of that, so there's not really a big difference between which gun has more ammunition. So yeah, but the MP5, one thing I also want to mention, the MP5 doesn't trail too far behind. I mean, the MP5 has better accuracy and is better at long range, so if you really need to buy a UMP, you can do that, but if you want to pace your MP5's reload times better, and you can be as effective and even maybe deadlier than using a UMP45. So that's all I have for this gun review. I also have quite some time in this gameplay, and I just wanted to talk about a small little topic here, and this is 200 subscribers plus 100 videos on YouTube for me. So this won't take really long. This is just a small thing because I have 2 minutes or almost 3 minutes left just to talk about something, and I just want to thank you guys once again, like I did in my 100 subscribers video, that you guys have been supporting me a lot. Every day I've been getting new subscribers, new comments, and you guys are really interacting with me, and it's something I really like because I want a live, if you can accept that, a live fan base. I don't want fans that are just watching my videos but don't interact with me. I like it when you guys comment, do all of that stuff. It really makes me smile and everything. Also, like I said in my first video, my intentions on YouTube were not to make money. I don't make money. I mean, it's not that. I just want to entertain and interact with the fan base, and it's amazing what I've been having so far. I mean, 200 may seem like a small number, but it's a huge number to me. One other thing I want to say is that I have a forum post on Battlefield Play4free. I have like a thread, and to be honest, on Battlefield Play4free, the forums, I only have like 5 posts. I really don't post anything. It's been like 2 years I've been playing this game. I really have not posted anything. I find that, I mean, it's such a wide forum. The forums are really wide and huge that for me, it was pretty hard to find out those things, and I really didn't care that much about the forums. But if you guys want to support that thread, I don't mind. I don't update anything anymore ever since, I found that there's no point. If you guys are subscribed, you'll automatically get notified by my new videos. So, but another thing is gaming with me. If you ever join a server, joining me or something, I always accept every single person's friend request. So, I have something like 500 friends, I don't know, maybe more. And if you want to come play with me, but sometimes I don't reply just because I'm recording. Like I said in this video, Titan Pro, the guy that recommended the flawless challenge, he came and he was talking to me, but I just told him to, just to wait until next round so I can talk to him and finish my recordings. So I mean, if you're playing with me, don't get mad that I'm not talking as much as I would want to because I am recording. So yeah, that's just a small little thank you thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and because I finished this commentary earlier than I think, and so yeah, that's basically the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. You're using the Desert UMP45, going 50 kills and 8 deaths. If you have anything to request, inbox me on YouTube, and I hope you guys have an amazing day like always, and I'll see you guys later.